What's going on, guys? Gonna sit back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today, of course, is Monday. Happy Monday to all of you. And of course, today we got a brand new GameStop MLB Monday video about Diamond Dynasty. Of course, you know, we primarily covered Diamond Dynasty over here on these streets. We got some pretty big news. A brand new game mode within the mode of Diamond Dynasty. And it's gonna be called Moments. They gave us the whole MLB Monday video was specifically dedicated to the brand new game mode Moments. And it honestly looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of new cool things that we've been asking for quite some time, all adapted into kind of one thing. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So first, it's important to understand the core concept and aspect of the Moment game mode. Basically, the Moment game mode is kind of what you might expect it to be. It's reliving some of baseball's greatest moments and attempting to alter history. So a lot of the things that you're going to see is moments where you achieve a record, such as hitting Babe Ruth's home run record. I don't think we're going to see Barry Bonds' home run record because he's not going to be at the game. But stuff like that, you know, they talked about Nolan Ryan's home run record. And they also talked about stuff like, you know, changing what happened in a World Series game. So, you know, maybe that Cardinals-Rangers World Series back in 2011, when, of course, David Freese had that game-winning or had that hit in Game 6, maybe we're going to see something like that to prevent that from happening. And, of course, as you guys can see on the screenshot right here, we have one for Ken Griffey Jr., and the rewards are pretty substantial. 11,500 stubs and 84,050 XP. So it's important to understand the rewards for these are going to be pretty good. They say they are going to range from anything that you can pretty much earn the game, whether that be packs, stubs, XP. I don't think tickets are in the game this year, so we are not going to get tickets from it, but also player items. So there is a large array of different items that we are going to be able to earn throughout playing the Moment game mode. And honestly, it just sounds like a lot of fun. Like I said, rewriting baseball history, and it talks about it's going to be an integral part of replacing some of the grind in Diamond Dynasty, which, of course, if you guys are like me, you guys probably got sick of the tired old way of monotonously grinding stats, and this just sounds like a much more fun way to do so, and it looks like a lot of fun. I have to admit, they did say games are going to range from pretty much a single at-bat, so it might be just hitting like a home run or getting one out in one situation, or they could range into an entire 7-game playoff series. So we're talking about like the championship series or the World Series. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of different kinds of moment challenges, and like I said, I'm just really looking forward to it. Hopefully it should be a really cool part. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% sure this is all offline. None of this will be online head-to-head moment challenges, but nonetheless, looks like a great way to make the offline players for Diamond Dynasty have a lot more fun, and even myself as an online player, it looks like a hell of a good time, I have to admit. Another screenshot right here, we're talking about Bryce Harper, May 26th to June 8th video game like, and maybe I was wrong. There looks to be 11 games, so this is an 11-game span where you have to tally 15 hits, hit 6 home runs, tally 7 extra base hits, and then also get some runs batted in. So it looks like maybe it's going to be a bit longer. You can see this is tallying stats, but it looks to be a bit different. And the coolest thing about this is, you know how I was talking about monotonous stat grinding, right? The thing about this is it looks like you're just going to be hitting with Bryce Harper, so it's going to pretty much be just like a simulated game. Kind of think if you're playing Road to the Show, you're just having Bryce Harper's at-bats. You don't have to have everybody else's team at-bats. You're just going to be batting for Bryce Harper, which is going to take so much less time. And like I said, that was just a really boring part of grinding offline for Diamond Dynasty, is you'd have to place everybody even though you want to get stats for one person, which is why you might bat them lead off and just quit out of the game after you get one at-bat. But if they do this right, if they have it kind of like a simulated Road to the Show game for a hitter, and you just bat as Bryce Harper, and you have to get those stats through 11 games, and if you don't get it, it resets. I think that's fair. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. This Moment game mode, like I said, it looks to be a paradigm shift, and it definitely looks to be something very cool to the offline grinding in Diamond Dynasty. And here we see another brand new feature that I've been wanting for quite some time, in-game pop-up notifications for these Moment challenges. Here here you see we just got a base hit and we have 1 hit. And if you notice how it has 4K for strikeouts, it looks like that's going to be something that's going to trigger you failing the mission or failing the moment challenge, and you're going to have to restart from the beginning, which is definitely interesting. And I can think this might be on like a harder difficulty, or it's going to offer more rewards. I personally really do like this because obviously a lot of times in grinding, it really doesn't take any skill to play on rookie versus a computer. Anybody can get hits against the rookie difficulty on computer. But if you add something that can make you fail, and trust me, unless this is on like legend difficulty and you have to bat with commons, it's pretty easy to not strike out in MLB The Show, at least if you're a pretty experienced player like myself. It looks interesting. It definitely looks interesting. Maybe it's not going to end the challenge. That's just something I'm kind of speculating on. Maybe it's you get part of the reward, something like that. I'm not really too sure, but I definitely like that it looks like there's gonna be some sort of skill factor. Like I said, maybe it's going to result in the challenge ending and you have to restart from the beginning, or maybe it's just going to be you only get a limited amount of rewards or something of that sort. But nonetheless, definitely does look very interesting. And like I said, I'm really happy that we have the pop-up notifications, because in past time it could be really difficult to really understand how far you are progressing throughout the mission, unless it was to the point where I'd have to have like a notebook or write something down on my computer so I'd be able to remember where I'm at, how much progress I have left to go, because they really didn't show you and you'd have to go all the way back into the mission screen to do so. So I'm very happy that they are going to have pop-up notifications so we can easily tell how much more progress we need throughout our moment challenges, because remember, these can span throughout many games and it will be hard for you to remember after so many games, especially if you have to do a stat goal within a 7-game series. I can definitely see how it's going to be irritating and frustrating to really understand, okay, where I'm at. So very good feature. Really glad that they decided to add this. Hopefully it's going to be all throughout Diamond Dynasty, considering they have this in the game now, which I would hope so, but then again, we're gonna have to wait and find out. Just one more quick note that I want to make. It is important to understand with these moment challenges, such as when we saw Bryce Harper, you're not gonna have to have Bryce Harper on your team. You are going to get him for the moment challenges, but it sounds like unless it is a team-based challenge, everybody else you will have to have those players and build out your team. But if the stat is to do certain missions with Babe Ruth, they are going to provide you with Babe Ruth. You are not going to have to already have him on your team, so that is very cool. So maybe if you can't afford to have a Babe Ruth on your team, at least you will have at least one opportunity to play with him. So once again, congrats MLB. I really like that. But that is pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. Like I said, the moment game mode, I am personally very excited for it. Honestly, looks like it will be a lot of fun. It looks like it's going to take away a lot of the things that we didn't really like. It has in-game notifications like I talked about, which is something I've been wanting for quite some time, because it can be kind of hard to track like within your head, where are you at specifically, and these moments where you have to specifically get a certain stat, it's going to be a lot easier, and big quality of life change right there. Also, they did mention that they will be updating this throughout the 2019 MLB season, so maybe once the home run derby, the all-star break, somebody throws a perfect game, something like that, we'll have brand new moment challenges that offer a bunch of new rewards. And hopefully this is just something I would personally like to see. If they did, let's say if who's a player that could throw a perfect game? Snellzilla. Let's say Blake Snell, when he throws a perfect game this year, maybe they give them like a moment card and you can get that through the moment challenges. That's just something it would be really cool to see, a really cool idea that they could do with this brand new moment game mode. There's honestly a lot of endless choices and options that they could do with it, and I'm personally very excited. Like I said, it just kind of takes away from, you know, the old grind where it's just like, go into this, get this stat mission, you know, keep going into player versus computer games on rookie, which I do think we are still going to have those. They didn't say anything about those won't be an initial part of it. I think this is just another game mode. It's almost kind of like a program, but also kind of not. I don't know, it's just interesting. Hopefully, like I said though, it is going to be grinding, taking away from just the mindless playing the Baltimore Orioles on rookie versus the computer, which was just kind of ridiculous in my opinion. It got really monotonous and old, and hopefully this should add new fresh life to Diamond Dynasty. I am very excited. Let me know down below in the comment section how you guys are feeling about this brand new moment game mode. If you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns, anything about that sort, let me know down below in the comments. I'll gladly tell you as much as I know and things that I would also hope for. So let's keep that discussion going down below in the comment section. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys are great today. And there you guys comes out. Yeet.
Love is love and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.